So I think that we will move on to Tim Singleton. Thank you, Tim, for coming. Tim is also is a co-publisher of Little Patuxent Review. And then maybe after you, I will read those two excerpts. How about that?
As you now know, I am Tim Singleton. First, I want to say congratulations to Danuta, and welcome to everybody in this room and around the world who's following on the live feed. Danuta asked me to read a couple of poems, and I picked two poems from a poet named Taha Muhammad Ali. He's a poet who was born in Galilee, Palestine, and now lives in Nazareth, Israel. A Palestinian who, in a sense, lives in another country in the same place where he was born. I became familiar with him at the Geraldine Dodge Festival, a biennial poetry festival that happens every other year in New Jersey. It happened this last year. It will happen again, not next year, but the year after. They have a very good website. If you like these poems, you can see the actual poet Taha Muhammad Ali and his translator Peter Cole read in Arabic and English these two poems. We hardly think of it, but we are the gift of time and the earth to each other. The nearly 7 billion of us that get to live simultaneously on the passage to wherever it is that we're going with this life that we all share. Whatever cosmology we bring, we go together. We have to remember that. We must not waste each other. You know, this is the spirit of Danuta's book, trying to imagine, you know, these horrible things that have gone on. It's a gift to us. We need to read this book and begin talking to each other to try and understand and make a different path from crashing airplanes into buildings. The first poem of Taha Muhammad Ali's I'm going to read is called Revenge, translated by Peter Cole and two others, but primarily Peter Cole. At times, I wish I could meet in a duel the man who killed my father and raised our home, expelling me into a narrow country, and if he killed me, I'd rest at last. And if I were ready, I would take my revenge. But if it came to light, when my rival appeared, that he had a mother who was waiting for him, or a father who put his right hand over the heart's place in his chest whenever his son was late by even just a quarter of an hour for a meeting they'd set, then I would not kill him, even if I could. Likewise, I would not murder him, if it were soon made clear that he had brothers or sisters who loved him and continuously and constantly longed to see him, or if he had a wife to greet him and children who could bear his absence, and children who couldn't bear his absence and whom his gifts would thrill, or if he had friends or companions, neighbors he knew, or allies from prison or a hospital room, or classmates from his school asking about him and sending him regards. But if he turned out to be on his own, cut off like a branch from a tree, without a mother or a father, with neither a brother nor a sister, wifeless, without a child, and without kin or neighbors or friends, colleagues or companions, then I'd add not a thing to his pain with that aloneness, not the torment of death, and not the sorrow of passing away. Instead, I'd be content, as if convinced myself that paying no attention in itself was a kind of revenge. The second poem is an excerpt from a series of poems he called Twigs, just little poems that considered this or that. This is one of my favorite little poems that I think I've ever read, and I think it gets down to the essence of what we as human beings can leave behind in this lifetime, to put down the idea of hating each other, because, you know, once we're gone, that idea of hate is gone. From Twigs. After we die, and the weary heart has lowered its final eyelid on all that we've done, and on all that we've longed for, and all that we've dreamt of, all that we've desired or felt, hate will be the first of things to putrefy within us. So there you have two poems from Taha Muhammad Ali, which I think resound a lot of the spirit of what Danuta has been exploring in her book. And read the book, start the discussion. Danuta's got many web presences. She's on Facebook, she's on Twitter. We will all pick up the conversation there and join in too. We'd love to hear from you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.